The old silo on the edge of town had been silent for decades, a hulking shadow against the skyline that most folks had learned to ignore. But old Farmer Briggs wasn't most folks. He and his loyal dog, Buster, a scruffy border collie with more brains than most people, often walked the perimeter of their land, their path taking them right past the forgotten structure. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the sun began to dip low, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Buster started acting strange. He stopped dead in his tracks, his ears perked up, and let out a low, insistent whine. His nose was twitching, pointed directly at the silo's rusted, gaping doorway. Briggs tugged gently on the leash. "Come on now, boy." Nothing in there but dust and memories. But Buster wouldn't budge. He barked once, sharp and clear, then again, his gaze fixed on the darkness within. Briggs sighed, a puff of white in the chilly air. He trusted Buster's instincts more than his own sometimes. All right, lead the way. But you're getting a bath if you roll in something nasty." With a flick of his tail, Buster darted inside. Briggs followed, pulling a small flashlight from his jacket pocket. The beam cut through the gloom, illuminating swirling dust motes and the cavernous, curved walls of the silo. The air was thick with the smell of decay and damp earth. "See? Nothing here," Briggs called out, his voice echoing eerily. But then he heard it, a faint scratching sound coming from a pile of old grain sacks and debris in the corner. Buster was already there, pawing gently at the sacks and whining softly. Briggs cautiously approached, shining his light on the spot. The scratching grew more frantic. He knelt down, his old knees groaning in protest, and carefully began pulling away the rotting burlap. Underneath the first layer, he saw a small, makeshift nest of straw and cloth scraps. And nestled inside, trembling and impossibly small, were two tiny kittens. Their eyes were barely open, and they let out weak, mewling cries as the light hit them. They were bone-thin, their fur matted with dirt. There was no sign of a mother cat anywhere. Briggs's heart ached for them. He looked at Buster, who was now sitting patiently, his tail giving a soft, slow thump against the concrete floor, as if to say, "See? I told you." "Well, I'll be," Briggs whispered. "Good boy, Buster, you found him." He carefully scooped the kittens up, tucking them inside his warm jacket. They were so light they felt like nothing at all. They immediately quieted, burrowing into the fleece lining for warmth. As he stood up, he realized they wouldn't have survived another night in the cold. That abandoned silo, a place of forgotten purpose, had become a temporary, desperate cradle. Back at the farmhouse, Briggs and his wife, Martha, got to work. They gently cleaned the kittens with a warm, damp cloth and fed them special formula from a tiny bottle. It was a slow, delicate process, but soon the kittens were purring, their tiny bellies full for the first time in who knows how long. Buster watched over the whole operation like a proud, furry guardian angel, occasionally giving a little lick to a tiny head. The old silo held a secret that day, and thanks to a faithful dog and a kind-hearted farmer, that secret was given a new chance at life. And in the quiet warmth of the farmhouse, two tiny lives began to flourish, all because someone took the time to listen to a dog's hunch. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.